Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Okay, I know it's been a while, but I got a new video for y'all. Life's been crazy, man. Life's been crazy. I just graduated high school. Um, just went on a trip. I got a few more trips coming up, so that'll be really fun. Hopefully I'll do a vlog in Hawaii. Hopefully I'll do a vlog in Chicago. We'll see. Maybe a collaboration with my cousin. Y'all, maybe. I don't know. But life's been crazy, guys. But I'm happy to be back. I'm glad to be back. So today isn't a podcast episode, but it is going to be, one of the self-help videos I've been trying to do. Five things all men need to do. So let's get right into it. So the first one is reading. I know I push it a lot. I know a lot of people don't like to read. I don't even like to read, but I think it's a good habit that everyone should pick up. Not because you want to, but because you should. Like, it's good. It's healthy for you. So reading actually creates discipline. It'll increase your knowledge on whatever you want to know. If you want to know about, money, read about money. If you want to know about cars, read about cars. If you want to know about how stocks work, read about how stocks work. It really all depends on what your interests are and what you like to do. Me personally, I love to learn about money, and I don't like to learn about numbers, but it's necessary because I do want to be a businessman. We'll see. But reading definitely will increase your knowledge. Not only will it increase your knowledge, but it will also just allow you to expand your vocabulary and allow you to add things into, what you say. It'll make you sound smarter, more intelligent. You'll just pick up on new things. I learned the word vernacular, perturbed, and I forgot the other one. It was vernacular. Stay with me. It was vernacular, perturbed, and repertoire. But not only that, but it makes your brain work. So the best times to do it are probably in the morning, middle of the day. Sometimes I like to do it at night, not all the time though, because it gets my brain going and then it's hard for me to go to sleep. It's already hard for me to go to sleep, but it helps get my brain working and get my brain moving, and I'm just not so addicted to Instagram. I'm very addicted to Instagram right now. It's a bad thing, so we'll see how this reading goes, I guess. A substitute you can use is to listen to audiobooks. So when I didn't like to read and I was just trying to pick up that habit or increase my knowledge, I listened to the audiobooks. I forgot what it was called. It was something about making a leader, and then another one, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I really like that book. It's a great book. I love listening to it. I started on my second time reading it, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But not only does reading, create discipline, increase knowledge, and expand your vocabulary, but it also improves your memory and relieves stress. So reading actually has been proven to improve your memory, not by, oh my gosh, I remember everything now. I remember when I was like 5 years old. No. But reading does help you remember, oh shoot, I need to do this. Oh shoot, I need to do that. And if you know me in real life, you know how much I forget stuff, bro. I probably will forget my own birthday when I get older. I'm not going to lie to you. So reading definitely will help you increase your memory. Okay. Another thing it does is it relieves stress. When you're reading, you're very calm. You're not, it helps calm your mind down as well and focus in on one thing. If you're like me and your mind is sporadic all over the place and you can't seem to think of one single thing, reading will definitely help you. It increases empathy, so your understanding of emotions. Empathy is just understanding other people's emotions. You can be empathetic or sympathetic towards people. Most of the time, I'm more empathetic, but yeah. So you want to also be able to read people's emotions, kind of read body language a bit better. Both of those things you can get. You can get real world experience on them. I suggest you do, but reading also helps your the part of your brain that increases empathy. I forgot what it's called. So something lobe or cortex. I don't know. The second thing you can do that I believe everybody should do, not just men, everybody should do, is invest in your future. So I'm really happy I got started investing when I was 15 years old through a joint account from my mom's bank account. We helped set it up, all of that good stuff, and I am actually making pretty good money for my future. So if you don't want to constantly invest or worry about losing your money, I suggest getting started a Roth IRA, a CD, But CDs, you have to save money. Those are like, you have the starting price is 1,000, 1,500, 3,000. Like it's a lot to start. So start a 3-month CD, see how that works. Start a Roth IRA as well, if you can, and seek advice from financial advisors. Go get a financial advisor. Better yet, go talk to somebody who invests. Ask around. Maybe you'll meet a businessman. Always try talking to people, not just for your own benefit. Just talk to people. It's really good. It's healthy for you. I definitely suggest also investing in stocks as you're young. So learn how to invest in stocks. Again, you don't have to, but it definitely helps you. So right now I'm investing. I'll tell y'all, I'm not a financial advisor at all. I'm just telling y'all what I've done that has worked for me. That is it. I'm not a financial advisor. I've made a lot of mistakes. Like, do not do things because I say so. Do your own research, okay? Seek your own other financial advisors. Don't look at me and be like, hey, that cool brown guy on YouTube said, let me go do this, so I'm gonna go do it. No, I'm not trying to influence anybody. I'm just trying to let y'all know what works for me and let y'all know I'm not a financial advisor, okay? So the stocks I invest in are WFC, so Wells Fargo Co., Apple, Tesla. I know Tesla's we're not going to talk about that right now, but I invest. I've had these stocks invested for about 5-6 months now, and no, not even that. Dang, 8 months. We'll call it at 8 months. So I've had my money in these stocks for about 8 months, and they've definitely grown. Yes, there's dips, but they've grown exponentially. So I definitely suggest learning about those stocks and seeing if it works for you or not. Learn about Bitcoin as well. Man, I wish I would have learned about Bitcoin, NFTs, ETFs, all these different things. I wish I would have learned them when I was younger. That way I could have understood it and started investing earlier. So now I have money that'll help me in college. I have money that is fun money. I have money to help me on these trips. I definitely suggest you looking into those, doing your own research on those, on new things coming up. If it's a scam, you'll find out. If it's awesome, you'll find out, invest, and make money. So do research into those things. Read Forbes. Forbes is really good. Think long term about these things. So don't just think you're gonna invest in a stocks, become a millionaire, and then pull all your money out and spend it all. That's not what they're for. That's really not useful at all, because you're just gonna end up with the same amount as you did beforehand. So don't be in a rush to spend your money. Put it in there. Wait like 4 to 6 months. Check on it. See how you're doing. Review the stocks, the activity, what you've been paid, dividends, all that stuff. Just kind of review your portfolio, okay? Review it, see what you can do better, see whether the stocks are trending and popping up, and what ETFs are good, just that kind of thing. So think long term. Don't think, can this go towards my college? Can this go towards my next car, my house, mortgage, all these things? Think long term, and if you're an adult. If you're already an adult, it's not too late. Get started investing. Please do. I suggest everybody does, because it will, in the long run, especially Roth IRAs, it will make you some sort of money, okay? So another thing you can do, the third thing, clean regularly. Guys, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all need to clean your rooms. I've been to some of my friends' houses and shoot. That's all I have to say, man. I've been to some of my friends' houses and their rooms are just a little messy, just a little bit. And I know my room has been a mess sometimes. I come home from a trip, my shoes are all over the place, my underwear somehow on my TV. Not really, I'm just playing, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, clean your rooms, clean your sheets, wash your clothes, just clean, man, really. The benefits of cleaning your room, it relieves stress. To have a clean space almost reflects having a clean mind, if that makes sense. I know this is gonna sound weird, but just stay with me. So when you declutter, right, you see things more clearly, and when your clothes aren't on the floor, you see your floor clearly. When things aren't all over your desk, you see your desk and the space you have on your desk clearly. So clean your room. It's very relaxing, especially if you listen to music or watch TV or YouTube or just something. Just clean your room, man. It reduces stress as well, because when you have so much going on, you're like, shoot, I have this, I have that, and then your brain just kind of explodes. That's at least what happens to me. You'll feel more calm and prepared than before. that's the effects that it had on me. Was when I did start cleaning my room, I did focus on cleaning it at least once a week. I felt more prepared, and I felt better about being able to find stuff, to be able to, look and see, okay, that's not in the right place. Let me go look for it. And then I find it, put it back, and it helps everything be more organized and less cluttered. That goes into my next point. You know where everything is. You know exactly where everything is, where it's supposed to be. If something's missing, you know that's out of order, you can go find it. That's what I really love about cleaning my room. And it just gives me free time, free space, and I'm just in my own world, dancing, singing, whatever I want to do. Obviously, I'm not good at either of those, but nobody has to see because I'm in my room cleaning. The fourth thing, learn how to hold a conversation. A lot of people don't know how to hold a conversation or look somebody in the eye while they're talking. So maintaining eye contact, it's sad because I know myself. I've also been addicted to Instagram, to social media. Is not good. So I'm telling y'all right now, read a book about holding a conversation. Watch a YouTube video about it. I don't care. Just learn to hold a conversation. Because if you can't hold a conversation, how are you gonna get jobs? How are you gonna open up to people? How are you going to tell people, how are you gonna make friends, man? I mean, you can't just sit online on your Xbox all day and make Xbox friends. You know what I mean? I mean, you could. A little sad, but you could. But I'm just telling y'all, be able to hold down a conversation, because where can that get you in your future? Could that get you to your dream position, dream job, dream this, dream that? You need to connect with people in order to get far in life. That's just a fact. So learn to hold down conversations, learn to look people in the eyes, and learn to always think of something to talk about on the fly. Make a joke. Maybe it might not even hit or land. Just do something, man. Instead of boring questions like yes or no questions, expand on it. For example, all right, if you're talking to a girl, if you want to go up to a girl, don't just be like, hey, hey, you're pretty. Don't do that, okay? Go to a girl and say, hi, what's your name? They might get a little weirded out, they might. That's just a fact, man. But just be like, hey, how you doing? You're very beautiful. What's your name? And then lead off with that. And or you know what? Don't even if you don't want to, don't lead off with that. Just go up to her and say, hey, question for you, and then come up with a question for her. Don't let it be like a yes or no question, like, do you like this? Do you like cats or whatever? She can just say yes, and then she's shutting you down, right? If you want to be a little bit more persistent, because sometimes girls like persistency. Sometimes they don't even know you, so they're gonna be closed off. Okay. Instead of asking boring questions, expand on it. Do you like cats? Yeah. Oh, okay. What do you like about them? That might catch them off guard because they actually have to think and have a conversation with you. She just goes, oh, I don't know, and just that, then to leave it alone. But even when making new friends, you could just go up to a new friend and say, hey, what do you like about XYZ? Do you like XYZ? What do you like about it? That kind of thing. So learn to do that when you're conversating with people. What do you enjoy about having a cat? What do you, those kinds of things. Expand on it. Don't just leave it at that, because that's just like, going up to somebody and that's a little creepy. Okay. So you also want to look for shared interests or experiences when speaking to somebody. So ask them if they've ever done this, if they've ever tried this, and then you can say, oh, I have XYZ. You can lead off with that. Share funny and lighthearted stories. If you did something, if you're trying to make a friend or you're on a date with somebody or just hanging out with people, maybe you're going to church or something. Try to share funny and lighthearted stories. Oh man, this happened to me at this place, or oh man, this happened. You could do those kinds of things. Also, repeat what they said to show engagement. Don't do it like a robot, like, yeah, yeah, Don't do that, man. If they say, oh my gosh, I can't believe, oh no. If they say, oh my gosh, I can't believe Deborah did this, you're gonna be like, Deborah did what? That kind of thing. You wanna repeat what they said, not like a robot, like, oh yeah, Deborah did that. No, you wanna say, Deborah did what? Or oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Stuff like that. Or I can't believe she did X. That's what I mean. The fifth thing, so learn to be diplomatic. A lot of people are not diplomatic. They see things only their way, and their ego gets in the way. I definitely am someone who my ego does get in the way sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I need to learn to be more diplomatic. I've come far though, guys. I've come far. I used to be I used to talk with my fists a lot more, but now we're calm, and I ain't no pacifist, but I'm calmer, and I'm better about not going to fighting. Just because you can't fight doesn't mean you should. Still learn to fight, because it's, as a man, especially as men, it's important to be dangerous. As a woman, it's important to be dangerous still, because you don't want nobody trying to kidnap you or nothing. But just because you can't fight doesn't mean you need to. That's not always the answer. Someone disrespects you, bro, let them, dog. It's not worth the jail time. It's not worth the suspension. It's not worth none of that. Okay. Try to be better about not getting into fights, not instigating, to be diplomatic and say, all right, let's calm down, start from the jump. What can we do from here? How can I improve on this situation? Learn to be diplomatic not only, helps you to avoid fights, it makes you more in control of the room, makes you a better leader. So when I say in control of the room, I mean, a lot of people are going to be like, yelling at each other a lot during arguments, or a lot of people are going to, they don't stand out. A lot of people don't really stand out. They go along with the crowd, whatever other people are doing, they do it, If you can stand out and be diplomatic, and you can say, all right, you're fighting. All right, cool. How can we resolve this? Think of ways you can resolve it. If it's between two random people, I don't know, people don't really like you getting in their business, but if it's between two of your friends or two people that you want to get in there and at least say, hey, calm down. Well, how can we work this out? Let's try to work this out. That makes you more in control of the space, the room, and just makes you a leader, man. If you want to be a leader, learn to be diplomatic, because some of the best leaders that this world has had have been diplomatic and have avoided huge fights and huge things. Make more friends, guys. So you can't be diplomatic if you don't know anybody. You're not going to just go up to two people fighting and be like, hey, this isn't you. Nah, they're going to pop you in the face probably. So have more friends and teach them to be diplomatic as well. I also say, this can again, just to lead off of this, it can diffuse situations easily. When you're diplomatic, it helps you diffuse different situations. Like I said, if you're at a party, if you're at a function and people are just trying to go at each other's throats and say, you did this, you did that, oh, you're being disrespectful, and those people, shoot, bro, hop in there, diffuse the situation, and let people know, you're a leader, man. You are, especially being able to diffuse something and say, all right, let's resolve this, go your separate ways, yada, yada, yada. Okay? Make sure you're able to be diplomatic. So I just want y'all to remember, reading discipline, man. It's very important, calms your brain, it helps you work your brain more, and the brain is like a muscle. You want to work it out, and the way to hit the gym is by going to the library or just reading, man. You can also substitute this for audiobooks, but I suggest the real thing. Invest in your future, guys. That's another thing. Invest. If you want to have a lot of money when you get older, or when you're in your 50s or something, maybe 60s, 70s, I don't know. If you just want to have money when you're older, or have almost a safety net, Lord forbid anything happen to y'all, make sure you are investing. Get started as young as possible. I don't care if people don't take you seriously, if your parents don't take you seriously, sit them down and make them invest in your future. Sit them down and say, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to make, joint account, whatever. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is what worked for me. Clean regularly, guys. That means washing your bed sheets. That means, cleaning up your room, vacuuming, sometimes mopping your apartment. I don't know how old my viewers are, but if you're out of the house already, make sure you're cleaning up and have a clean space, all right? It declutters your mind, it declutters your room. You know where everything's at, and it looks good if you ever bring a girl over to hang out. Just to hang out. I don't condone nothing else. Learn to conversate. So when you're talking to your friends, your girlfriend, your parents' friends, no matter who, when you're talking, learn to hold down a conversation. Learn to be a conversationalist. Somebody who can talk about anything. You can talk about cats. You can talk about what interests you about XYZ. Just be able to talk, be able to yap, don't just yap about nothingness though. Don't just be like, and then my mom said, nah. Add something. Don't speak unless it improves upon a silence. The fifth thing is learn to be diplomatic, guys. So learn to resolve situations, learn to be a leader, learn to have almost control of the room and of the situation that you're in, no matter what. And learn to just be a better person, guys. I want all my viewers to be just better people. I want y'all to be able to have the best future possible. That doesn't mean, you have to be super mega rich. That doesn't mean, you have to be an Andrew Tate type of person. That doesn't mean you have to be I don't know. It doesn't mean you have to be the next Brad Pitt or whatever. Be the next you, bro. Be the first you. Don't be the next this, that. Be the first you. You want to be a football player? Go do that. You want to be a video game tester? Go do that. It doesn't matter what you want to do with your life. I just want people to be happy and be with God and to do God's work and be the best you could possibly be. What I think is the most useful thing, everyone, the most absolute useful thing you can use in your life that works, that applies in any area at all. It doesn't matter what it is. It applies in that area. Become a Christian. Seek Jesus. All right? Do that. That will apply to you in any way, shape, or form. I promise you. The Bible can apply to your life in every single way. So become a Christian. Learn a form of fighting that is useful. So I personally, they won't get mad at me in the comments. I personally don't believe BJJ is that useful in the real world. I believe it is useful in the octagon. I believe it is useful. Just not my style, man. You're just wrestling with a bunch of sweaty dudes. A little weird. But I would say that learn a form of fighting that has striking and grappling. So maybe mixed martial arts. Maybe Taekwondo. That doesn't have grappling, but it does have striking. That is more for points, though. So I personally do boxing. Do kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu. Just something, man. Just learn some form of fighting. So you can learn a discipline. You can be dangerous, but you don't have to be. The last thing is learn to be a good cook. Man, y'all are sleeping on cooking, bro. I'm telling y'all, if you make if you make lemon garlic chicken breasts with rice, dude, that is like, my girlfriend loved it when I made that for her. My family loved it. Do that. Please learn to cook. Learn to cook something, man. Some form of protein or healthy meals, because you want to learn to cook. All right. And if your significant other doesn't know how to cook, teach them to cook. Man, that's a good date idea. Teach each other to cook. Okay. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm giving y'all free game right here. And I'm just letting y'all know that Jesus loves y'all. Learn to cook. Learn to fight. And seek Jesus above all else. All right. Peace out, Girl Scouts.